Today, should your kids have chores thrown in their face?
It's a balance of structure. Like when you do chores, you automatically, to the point when you get older, your parents don't even have to tell you to do chores. You get up and do it on your own.
Plus, how honest can you really be towards your friends?
You can't be friends with them. Your so-called friends, they're here 1 minute. Then when something, when you really need them, where they at? We are still getting to know each other, y'all. So,
Damian,
y'all.
That's not an excuse, Damian.
No, I'm not saying. I'm not. No. Y'all finish because I'm not about to do this. No. Just finish. Just
there
finish.
You go.
Just finish.
There you go.
All that and more on The Vision.
I have a dream, that's all I need. I'll make it happen with some work and belief. Know what I want, so I'll take it on. I've made mistakes, but mistakes make you strong. Let's break it down for a minute. I want the crown, I'm gon' get it. You hear me loud, man, I'm winning. Yeah, Charlie Sheen will be great.
Welcome to The Vision and happy Monday. Yes, it's a new week. It's a new week. So let's get started with the show today. Who's ready? You guys ready for the show?
Oh yeah, I'm ready.
That's what I like to hear. All right, so you already know what time it is. So let's hop right into Edition on The Vision. Okay, this is a good one. And okay, I will give you guys my take in just a moment. But how honest can you really be with your friends? Yes. Well, according to a recent study, being honest with a friend when they can benefit from your feedback the most is the right thing to do. Now, it also avoids, other negative experience you have, such as regret, resentment, confusion, disillusionment, and emotional distance. Yeah. And here too, as well, your honesty is a form of kindness. Now, Bry'Neir, please keep it real, like you always do. How honest can you really be with your friends? And then plus, we're all friends here, so we want to know, are you honest with us?
Yeah. I need to be honest because honesty does take you places. If you're not honest, then what how much can you do for somebody? Because I feel like if you're honest with somebody, then the whole outcome of things will be better. Because if you're not honest with people, if we don't tell people things, if you don't tell people what they need to hear, they're not going to respect you because they're going to be like, oh, you're my friend. You should have told me what I needed to hear, but you just told me not to because you didn't want to be nervous about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's all about trust, because if you be honest, then a sense of trust will build. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I was to be honest with you guys and tell you guys up front about certain things or certain aspects of the company, I have to be honest because I had to be truth to myself, and I need you guys to trust me in leading the company as I'm telling you guys the brutal, honest truth. Like Damian, I told you the honest truth about the Damian show last year. Remember?
Yeah, absolutely.
I had to be brutally honest because you had to trust me in order to lead your show in the right direction. Vice versa with Prince TJ. For the Prince TJ show, had to be brutally honest with you too about that show in order to lead you in the right direction. So I feel like, yes, you had to be honest with your friends. If you're honest, then how can you benefit the Prince show?
Yeah. I feel that if you're gonna be honest, don't half-ass be honest. Be honest.
Yeah.
I hate when people are fake.
Mm-hmm.
And I hate when people portray a character that isn't. And I feel okay. Whomever is your friend, I mean, I feel that it's levels to friends. I mean, it's levels to people I can be honest with. There's people I can be honest with my best friends. Like my best friends are people I can brutally be honest with any moment, any one of the day, that with no, hesitation. With friends, that's just, I mean, here and there, here and there. And just people that I know. The people that you just know, they're not really your friends. You don't talk to them on a day-to-day basis, but you just know. We're not. Yeah.
I feel you because just like you said, with the friends. Because I always say your so-called friends. Yeah, you can't be with me. You can't be honest with them. That's just with me. And just like you can't be friends with them. Your so-called friends. For what reason? For what type of reason? Because they're here 1 minute, then when something when you really need them, where they at? Where are they at? That to me tells me I can't trust you. I can't be honest with you with certain things. It makes no sense. It really doesn't. And you have to be trustworthy with people, including in your friends group. You have to, because if you want to be trusted right back, if you want to trust them, oh gosh, am I saying this even right? I'm probably even not. But if you want respect, you have to give it back. If you want to be treated a certain type of way, then why can't you do it to the same people? You're doing it to one person. Then over here, you have to something totally different. And then when you all meet up, or if you possibly want to meet up, you can't even hang around that person because it's like, oh, okay, I know he is coming. Nope, I don't want him around because we have ish. Like, what? What? Like, make it make sense. So
I say, since it's the division, and since we keep real here on the show, I got to call out one of my fellow co-hosts here on the show, and that is Mr. Anderson. Say, it's honestly so, and we're just being real for a minute, it's super brutally hard to be honest with Damian. And I say that because Damian, he's I don't know, he's different. When you tell him something, he's in denial right then and there. So you tell Damian something about himself on what we see, on our experiences. And he goes, that's not true. That's not true. And it's just so hard to be honest.
He go in defense mode real quick.
Defense mode. Very quick. And it's like,
I'm a Scorpio.
Well, I'm just being honest. I'm just you about your actions towards me. And he's like, no, that's not true. No. So
he's like, I know nothing about this. I know absolutely nothing about this.
And Bry, he it's in the middle for you.
Watch your words.
Bry. It is. I mean, for everybody at this company, it's not hard, but Damian is the hardest one. But Bry and rest of them.
What you mean by that? What you mean by that?
Words.
You saying with me it's the hardest.
DJ, watch your word. Watch your words.
But never mind.
I can't. I got to keep it real. Go ahead, Damian.
No, because why? Because I understand why you said with me it's the hardest, but then you said everybody else. Then you all of a sudden you just stop. Go on, because you said you was going to keep it real. So go ahead, finish.
Because if we're being real here, it is hard to get your attention on certain things, Damian. It really is, because you're all denial. Like when we bring new ideas towards different aspects of different things, whether it's for your show, whether it's for here, whether it's for stuff in general with the company. It's always a little one-sided conversation because I feel like it's going in the ear, going out the other. You get what I'm saying?
I don't even think it's going in any of the ears. Don't make it.
That's not funny, Prince TJ.
Honest,
That is not funny.
Because sometimes
no, it's not. No, it's not.
It is. Yes, it is.
Well, to you it is. We finished, Bry'Neir.
Because sometimes, Damian, like it's hard because sometimes we would, try to do the runaround. We'll try to say, hey, this is going on. This is going on. We think you should do this. Like you quit to shut down. You quit to be in defense mode. And when we try to be brutally honest, you can't take it.
Of course I can. Because that's the type of person I am. That's who I am.
Oh,
absolutely not. Nope. I don't know what.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
No. I don't know what you
see. Y'all are still fresh. Y'all still fresh of getting to know me. Y'all, we're in what, 2 to 3 years? Oh, this is still fresh. This is still fresh. We are still getting to know each other, y'all. So y'all,
that's not an excuse, Damian.
No, I'm not saying. I'm not. No. Y'all finish because I'm not about to do this. No. Just finish. Just
there
finish.
You go.
Just finish.
There you go.
Scare me. It's been according to my calculations, it's been 3 years. I don't know one person that it takes 3 years to not be in denial is basically what you're saying. What does that mean? It's still fresh. It's been 3 years, Damian. That's almost a whole presidency.
No, pretty much a good quarter of the presidency, actually.
A whole presidency term. Yeah. Can you elaborate when you say it's still fresh?
Yeah, elaborate. Tell the audience. See, that's defense mode right there.
What? See, this is
primary example. No, primary example. We try to open up to you, Damian. You like to shut yourself down. Literally, we try to listen. We were in an analytics meeting, right, with a company, and we were looking at the numbers from all of our shows. Right? You know what I'm about to bring up. We looked at the numbers for the Damian show, and the age range was 55-64. And Damian's over here having his fit. Oh my gosh, I'm on the old people spectrum. It works. It works.
For me, for the type of person that I'm supposed to be reaching young audience, not old people. Sorry, I have to say that. I'm not in like in my 30s or in my 40s to be reaching an older audience. No, I'm not. I am 20.
You are the oldest.
I'm in my 20s. I'm in my 20s, and I should not be reaching an older audience who are in their 50s, 60s, and going on up. Damian, for me, that's like what in the world am I doing over here? I need to change something up because that is not right.
And then we have a conversation to bring him a younger audience, and he doesn't listen.
He doesn't. And I say, I still want to hear, what do you mean by it's still fresh?
I said we're still all getting to know each other. Am I correct? Because we learn about each other every day we do this show, correct? No, are we talking about my mood swing? Are we talking about my mood swing? No, we're not talking about my mood swing.
That's generally a friendship you're going to get to figure out. So you're going to learn something new every single day. That's normal. But being in denial, and when we try to express something to you and you just go in defense mode, that's not normal, Damian.
Does Damian always go in defense mode? No, I do not. And if y'all say yes, there's clearly a problem. There's clearly a problem because if you say I am always in a defense mode, then you're clearly. Who says I'm in defense mode? Who says I'm in defense mode? Who says I'm in defense mode?
This was you 5 minutes ago.
Your tone says
you're doing it.
Actions
you're doing it. You're shutting yourself down.
Hold on. Actions speak louder than words. I'm sorry, but I don't know about this anymore. Like you, Damian, like damn, like, I don't know what's wrong. Like, you need to talk. We here. We can cut the cameras off and talk. But I don't know, because when the cameras are off, you are going to shut yourself down.
That is true. That is true. Like, we'll have open ideas and things,
Absolutely.
and Amy and I still the odd one out. I'm like, damn.
And you call what we have friendship, correct? I don't believe so.
Oh.
I don't believe so. I'm serious.
Oh.
And I know I'm smiling right now when I say this, but it's really true. I don't see no friendship around that physically, emotionally, mentally shuts themselves down when they learn about themselves or when they learn about their actions towards other people. I don't know anyone who does that. So when we say defensive mode, we say you come across as angry, grumpy.
Typical Damian. Typical Damian.
Like, what? How do?
Look at his face right now. That's exactly a prime example.
You said a few minutes ago you weren't in defensive mode, but your tone says it.
God damn it.
It's all in your tone. And nowadays, you have to watch on what you say, how you say it, and how it comes across, because everybody's right. He can handle a variety of things different than me. I can handle different things than Bry. Damian could handle different things than all of us, and vice versa. All around in a circle. So we are all different. So we all have different perspectives. We all have different feelings. We all have different emotions. And in a friendship, that ain't it. One person can't shut themselves down because they're getting told the truth. So when the question says, how honest can you be? For me, or on this friendship right here, how honest can I be? I don't know. Let me give a percentage. I want to say maybe 40%.
Oh.
40% I could be honest. Without getting shut down. Without getting told that, no, that's wrong. Or you know what I'm saying? It goes deeper. So I also want to confront another situation here on the show. Last year, before we closed out for our holiday break, on this show we had a very heated conversation. I failed to remember what the conversation was about, but
was it when I had the mediate go?
Yes. That conversation. Was it it was the elders. Was it?
Yeah, it was.
The elders.
These kids nowadays, they have no respect. And I mean it. They have like I was seeing like a video or something, and even into my own neighborhood, of how these young kids are talking to old people. How that bugs me to death, y'all. Like, they can talk to old people however they want to, and they can get away with it, and their parents just looking at them and let them slide. Like, come on now, this generation. Good Lord. Yes.
Well, I got to say to you, Damian, it depends on the situation.
No, wait just a second, please. No, it is not okay for young people to disrespect elderly people. That's not cool.
That's not
okay, right?
Let me say this. because you feel that way, but I feel
Okay.
that.
Well, you go
Wait,
ahead.
hold
You
on.
go ahead.
Hold on.
Let your kids. I'm getting
Wait,
right
hold
here.
on.
You let your future kids. Let them be disrespectful to our elderly
Wait.
and see how that goes.
I didn't say that. Let me
Yes,
say
you
what
did. You clearly said that. You said depends on the situation.
Hold
That
on.
came out of your mouth. That came out
down.
of your mouth. Or okay, let's say you, for example. I'm just use for example, Prestige. Okay, let's say that an elderly person was being rude to you. Let's just say that. Okay, you're telling me that you're going to say something smart back to that elderly person and be disrespectful?
You damn right. If you try to come up
Okay,
to me,
okay. That's all. That's all that I needed right there. That's all
wait,
that I need. Okay, thank you. Thank
Let me
you.
ask you this. Let me ask you this.
You don't have to ask me nothing. You don't have to ask me nothing because I got my answer. I got my answer from you.
I need to ask you this. So, if you're telling me if an elderly person disrespected me, I'm supposed to just sit there and take that disrespect? What do you want me to sit there and not defend myself? Hell no.
It has to be in a respectful kind of a way. Respectful kind of a way. You don't get to be disrespectful to an elderly person. That's what I'm saying.
Who says that an elderly person don't get to be Who says an elderly person gets to be disrespectful to a young person?
They live their life. They can do whatever they want.
No. See, this is the type of thing I hate. The generation that our generation does is that the elderly people, they live their life. They can do whatever they want. They can get away with anything.
Exactly. Exactly. Because they live their life. God still got them here on this earth. They can do whatever possibly they want to because they live their life to the fullest.
Okay. That doesn't mean anything. You lived your life.
Okay.
That's that. I praise them for that, and you should be grateful for that. But doesn't mean that you have to go around disrespecting everybody else just because you lived your life. No,
I'm not saying that either. That they can go around and disrespect everybody. I'm not saying that.
Yeah, they live their life. They can go ahead and get away with anything they want to. They can disrespect anybody they want to. No, well, I'm telling y'all, elderly people come disrespect me. I'm gonna disrespect your ass right back.
Okay, and that's all the answer that I needed right there, because that pretty much tells me the type of person that you are. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm done with elderly people. Thank you. They can get away with anything. It's not possible.
What if that man was asking you to look good? Because what if he's welcoming you to his house, to his
Come on now.
brain?
Come on now.
I say, if he's welcoming me into his home, into his life, then I feel that you are going to accept Prince TJ for who he is and all his.
Oh my gosh! Good Lord.
No, is that real?
Oh
is that
my gosh!
I mean, like, what if somebody asks you? What if somebody asks you to like?
Oh, well, I feel that. No, don't ask me anything else because I feel that we aren't truly being real right now.
No. We're being real right now.
Real.
But you over there, you are the one. I have to say this. You are not keeping it real. Because what is coming out of your mouth, honestly? What is coming out of your mouth is pure garbage. Garbage.
What I will teach my kids growing up is that if anybody comes at you,
the wrong things, basically. That's all I have to say.
Wait a minute. Hold up. Hit the bell because it's about to go down in here. Because from what I was told, that everybody has an opinion. And
and that's your opinion. You can believe it to the fullest, Prince TJ. You can believe it to the fullest. And I wish your future kids well in life. I certainly do.
Sorry, but I don't wish yours well.
Okay, that's your opinion. That's your opinion right there. And thanks for that.
Because
that's you, Prince TJ. That's your opinion right there. You can believe it to the fullest. Okay, you can believe it to the fullest.
That's what I'm gonna do, Damian Anderson. That's what I'm gonna do.
All right then. All right.
Hey man,
It is so funny.
And I have to say, after that show, nothing has been the same. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. And no. It actually goes further than that. The other show that we had, I don't know. What was that one show? You were talking about.
We're here again. that time. He was here again. It was about kids pregnancies, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know what it was.
Get pregnant. Yeah. It was when I was back in my home video.
Or something like that. Yeah, it was something about I don't know what it was. But after that show, nothing has been the same.
Mm. Now, TJ is making a good bit of sense because the energy level was just shot.
And that's another thing. The energy on this show, and I'm pretty sure our viewers can, second this, that whatever happened after that show, whatever was on that show, left all of us on that show, and nothing has been the same since.
Mm-hmm. Good, Damian. It's your time to talk. What you want to say?
No, I don't have nothing because I agree with Prince TJ what he just said. That first, where we both got heated. Yeah, that energy, that was gone after that show. And then plus, the recent one that we had, that had been completely gone. And it's showing. It really is showing because you see, I'm going to be honest, you guys, I'm barely even talking to Prince TJ. Seriously, I am. I'm barely even talking to him. I'm talking to Bry, but I'm barely even looking at Prince TJ over there. Like, I can't even look at him right now because
that's another
of the things that he said onto the show, which I know, I shouldn't take it to heart. I really should not. But the way that he was saying it, and then like how I know that, you are entitled to your own opinion. I get that. I understand that. But my gosh, Prince TJ, he's the youngest here. He's the youngest here onto the show. And for me, and I don't mean this in a disrespectful kind of way. I really don't. But you seriously do still have lots more growing up to do. You really do. I don't mean that in a disrespectful kind of way. I really don't. But it's just right after those shows, that recent show, that's when I don't know what happened. I don't know. And I don't know, can we regain it? Can we, fix this? I don't know. I don't have the answer for that. I don't know. I don't know if Prince TJ has the answer for it. Does he want to fix this possibly? Does both of us need to fix this? Do we need time off together?
It's more in both parts, honestly. I mean, if you and TJ got a problem, you two should, I guess, talk that out. I'm not saying both has a problem, but if it's two people in the situation, two people need to handle the situation. Go ahead, TJ. I'm sorry.
I wanted to say after the show, I didn't know there was a problem. I didn't know there was a problem.
See, I don't want to cut you off, but see, this is the moment where you really need to talk to each other. That's on all parts when the situation's going on. See, this is why you can't shut yourself down because we're clueless on what's going on.
Absolutely. Just before this taping, I was texting Damian. I didn't get no response. I'm like, okay, he must be, busy or something like that. And I'm like, when we're on the taping, last week we're on the taping, and Bry was having his technical difficulties, and we were here, and Damian, he just wasn't speaking to me, and I'm like, what the hell? And it shows
because we usually, I didn't mean to cut you off, sorry. But, we usually talk with each other. You usually say something stupid, idiotic, and I'd be laughing over here. But, yeah, that wasn't the case. Can
I mention one thing?
Yes.
We didn't have to bring up my technical difficulty situation. That was just in the past. We didn't have to bring that up. Y'all talking about Brian had the technical difficulties. We didn't have to bring that up.
I had technical difficulties.
Because literally, I was in here looking like Gumball the first time I came here. So I didn't want to sit here and have my technical issues talked about. But this is a moment This is a moment of peace and a moment of prosperity. Y'all can't.
Gumball? Okay. Well, yeah. I didn't know there was any because what I told myself right after that the first heated debate that we had, after I took that into heart, I was like, after this, I can't take any more of what we do on the show back home. I can't do that because it gets in the way of everything. And obviously, when Damian did that just recently, that broke everything, as you can see. When we were on our holiday break, we came back and everything was just, it felt like the puzzle has been separated. It felt like the tectonic plates has just shifted, right?
Well,
welcome to the video.
Alrighty, gentlemen. We gotta take a break, but we'll be right back, you guys, with more of the vision coming up right after this, so don't move. Should kids have chores? Well, research suggests there are benefits to including chores in a child's routine as early as the age of 3. Now, children who do chores, they may exhibit higher self-esteem, be more responsible, and be better equipped to deal with frustrations, adversity, and delayed gratification. Now, Mr. Seymore, do you agree with the study here that should kids be allowed to do chores?
Absolutely. Absolutely, kids should be allowed to do chores. It provides structure. Yes, I agree. I did chores. I'm more responsible. I'm more, I'm more leveled. You know what I'm saying? It's a balance of structure. Like when you do chores, you automatically, to the point when you get older, your parents don't even have to tell you to do chores. You get up and do it on your own. And it eventually lives up to you, and it balances and impacts in your life. So me personally, I agree with the study. Yeah. Get your kids and do some chores, And it's also good about structure, because if they see something going on, that's something around the house, they're like, oh, that's not supposed to be like that. They would automatically do it. You know what I'm saying? And in chores, we eventually gain good things, such as rewards. You know what I'm saying? Because if I have my chores and stuff done, I'll be able to go DoorDash something, or I'll be able to go get this or get that. It's a good system of structure for kids.
Absolutely. I totally agree with you. And then I also found out, and this is from today.com, and I'm with them on this here. They said chores help instill a better work ethic and foster a pitch-in mindset. And then goes on to say, a better work ethic is going to translate into school and career success. Absolutely. Absolutely. We got to start them as early. Yeah, we have to start them as early because, it's gonna.
These kids are lazy.
Thank you. Thank you.
Like, get them up off that game. Go ahead and vacuum that floor one time. Do them dishes. Come home to a clean house. Come on to a clean house. You get good things going on. I'm telling you. I agree.
Yes. Yeah. Now, see Prince TJ smiling over there, which means he doesn't agree.
Go ahead, Mr. Common Denominator. I know you don't agree. Go ahead, Mr. Common Denominator. I know.
That's cute that you'll think that way. I gotta say,
go ahead, because I was about to say something. Go ahead.
Our kids aren't lazy because they don't do their chores. I don't think that makes them lazy.
Then what? What would you call it then?
Well, because for me, as a growing young teenager who is doing chores and stuff like that, being raised in an environment doing chores, that can become overwhelming at some times, especially school. What's funny?
Elaborate on that.
Elaborate some more.
Especially, with school and all that other stuff that we have to, it takes a toll on your child. And I do believe that it could teach your kids structure, and it could teach your kids, because I don't like being disorganized, being messy, and all that stuff. I do not agree with. I hate when the house is dirty, because it's just, I don't know. Once the house is dirty, you feel dirty, and I don't want to feel dirty.
Yeah.
Get your house, So I do agree on that part, but I wouldn't agree on the part where, if they don't do their chores, then I wouldn't say that's lazy. I would just say that I would say that your kid is, they think that they're brat, meaning, they're spoiled. They're very spoiled.
And some kids are, Prince TJ. Some kids are.
Yeah.
Very spoiled. So I feel that it kind of depends on your kind of parenting. If you're spoiling your kids, well, then that's you. But I grew up in a home where you don't get your ass looking at them damn chores. Your electronics gonna be taken.
Thank you. Like, don't spend all day on no daggone game. If you on the game all day and you did nothing, snatch.
That's bad for them.
But
that's
bad for
the kids.
I also do feel that some chores be getting out of hand. All right, some chores.
Which chores you talking about?
What chores?
I'm talking about a 12-year-old mowing the lawn.
What's wrong with that?
What's wrong with a 12-year-old mowing the lawn?
I just feel that's not a 12-year-old job.
I started mowing the lawn when I was 12.
I feel like that's not a 12-year-old's job.
I turned out right.
Well, Yeah.
No. What is so seriously? What is wrong with a 12-year-old mowing the lawn?
I just feel that that's not a 12-year-old's job to do.
What do you?
Yeah,
No,
it's your damn lawn. You step on the lawn every day. You should take care of your lawn.
I want to make this clear. Well, no, it's not your lawn. It's the lawn that you're. It's
you living at your mama house. It's your lawn. You have to do your house, clean up your house. Cleaning your lawn is cleaning up your house. I don't care. My kid gonna learn to use a lawnmower. He gonna learn to get his lines in straight. He gonna cut the daggone grass. He gonna
exactly.
That's fine for you and your household. It's different when you grow up in different households.
Never mind. I'm not going to say. Go ahead.
I feel that if you grew up in an environment where you were mowing the lawn at 12, that's fine. You know, the way you grew up. I personally don't agree with that, but that's fine the way you grew up. That's your environment. Because I feel that once you grow up in an environment, things could be bad, but they don't seem bad to you because that's what you grew up around. Does that make sense? Like, back in the 80s, like, let me give an example. Back in the 80s, the parenting was very, yelling. There was a lot of yelling. There was a lot of, hey, a lot of,
right.
What's the word?
Nagging, yelling.
Yelling and wouldn't leave, kids alone and just let them, be kids. There was a lot of that. And so now the people who were born in the 80s, they grew up to believe that that's the normal way of parenting. That's the normal way. And they believe that's right, but it's generally not right. But they think it's right because it's the environment they grew up around. It's the environment they grew up in. So I just feel that it all depends on the environment of who you grew up around, your guardianship or your parenting. I think that all depends. So, okay, let me finish. So 12-year-old definitely should be mowing the lawn. Also, a 10-year-old taking out the trash. That's very, to me, that's I don't know. That's unsafe to me. I say it's unsafe. Unsafe to me. Very unsafe because your 10-year-old child is outside alone, and anything. You might be, smiling, laughing now, but anything could happen within a minute. Anything could happen within seconds.
That's when the parents are not supervising their kids, though.
So what you need to do is stop having your child go outside by itself or by himself or by herself or whomever and start supervising them. If you want to teach your child how to be independent, well, you don't have to allow them to go outside by themselves. You could supervise them, be able to guide them. Hey, take this to the trash, and I'm going to show you how to do it.
Yeah, to a certain age, though, and then they could do it by themselves.
Of course. Yes. Yeah. But I'm just saying, like at a young age, that shouldn't be happening.
Right.
So, like you said, super. It's very important. Yeah. So, some chores. I do agree generally with the inside chores, with the dishes, with the sweeping, with the wiping the refrigerator, wiping the microwave, laundry, absolutely. Cleaning, yeah.
I can agree because but me personally though, you got to start kids at a certain age so they can know how to do it on their own. Because chores are meant for kids to like learn. Okay, and then when they teenagers, kids need to understand. Teenagers need to understand. Hey, Dad want to make sure his house is clean. So, Dad, I'm gonna take out trash, make sure the kitchen is stuff is straight. I need to make sure this and this and this and this and this is good for when Dad comes back. We have a nice home. We clean. We be cool. You know what I'm saying? It's all about ordering and keeping the home in check. You know what I mean? I disagree on the 12-year-old with lawnmower. I disagree on you with that, TJ, because
Because the environment you grew around.
No. I disagree with you on your statement about that. Because
the environment you grew around.
No, it's not that.
Yes,
it's because, no, it's not. It's because no. It's actually because
it is.
That's early enough.
But that's your opinion, though, Prince TJ.
Yeah, that's your opinion.
That's not for everybody, though.
But 12 is a good age. 6th grade, 7th grade is a good age for a young male.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yes, it is. Absolutely.
Oh
then
yeah.
This young male can take this grass cutting to high school and end up making money when he's a sophomore, junior, senior, making his own money cutting people grass. That is what I did in high school. You have to understand, it's all about structure. It's all about balancing structure. So, it's all about balance. Like, I'm sorry, men, and I'm not going to make this a gender thing or anything, but a young male cutting grass at 12, 13 is not a problem, in my opinion, because all you need to do is put on some old pair of Jordans, put on some pants, put on like a sweatshirt or a hoodie, and then we're going to teach him how to cut the grass. Because eventually, there will be times where he has to go out and cut the grass. There will be times where he has to do things on his own. That's a sense of leadership and motivation to get up and do what you got to do. Like me personally, if I see my grass getting high, I'm like, hey, when can I start cutting this grass? Because I'm like, hey, it's springtime. Come on, let me go ahead and cut the grass. And I put the oil in there, and I start putting hair buds in, and I'm cutting the grass. You know what I'm saying? Like it's generally like a cleanliness thing. Like it's nothing wrong. Like I don't care. Like you're 13, 12, you should know how to use a lawnmower by then. How early do you want to start?
Prince TJ.
My turn. I want to say that maybe it's the way that the environment that I grew around. Because all the places that I lived at, I lived in a suburban neighborhood. And, the HOA, they'd have people come and cut our grass for us. So we didn't have to cut our grass ourselves or anything like that. So we are never owners of a lawnmower. We've never owned a lawnmower. So I guess that's just the environment that I grew up around. So I don't know about that, but just for me, I don't feel that's 12. No, I feel like we could maybe start at 15, 16 for me. Yeah.
That's your kids. My kids don't start when they're 12, 13. I'm sorry. Eventually, when they turn 15, 16, they should know, hey, if the grass high, better go cut that daggone grass.
Yeah.
That's the thing. I want, when I raise my kids, I want my kids to be kids until the time is up. And hold on. I say that because I wasn't taught to be a kid until I was a kid. Like I grew up around adults my whole entire life, and I wasn't really able to be a kid, all the time. And I blame that on myself because every time the kids would go out and play, I stay with the adults. I wanted to be under my parents all the time. And so, so, well, my mind just blank. What happened?
But I get what you're saying. And it's not that I'm not letting them be kids because they're automatically going to be kids. Like, all you gotta do is cut the grass for like maybe an hour or two. It's not that hard. Not that hard, honestly. It's not that hard. Depends on how much grass you gotta cut, but it's not that hard because eventually you'll be like, hey, I gotta do chores, and then the rewards come for them to actually go out and start teenaging because teenagers starts at 13. So eventually teenagers will have the responsibility to be like, okay, if I cut this grass, I can get a little change to go see a movie, or if I cut this grass, I can go to Dave and Buster's. I can do this and 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 this. It's about responsibility and about stability about things. That's where I'm coming from because that's where I went and cut grass, and I was like rewarded because literally if I had to do something, I would go back home and cut the grass and just cut it just to make sure everything's straight, and then eventually, hey. Here's like $30. Here, thank you for cutting my grass.
Yes,
It's
Prince
about
TJ.
stability.
So, are we going to teach our kids like to do chores for reward, or what's happening?
Eventually, chores are to be chores, and sometimes chores can be for reward. If we're being honest.
I don't believe that,
Why you say you don't believe that?
because I feel that we shouldn't be rewarded on what we have to do. Because I think that's not teaching our kids, our generation on the real world, because we're preparing them for the real world, because later in life they're going to soon realize that their responsibilities, they ain't gonna get rewarded for paying their bills. They're not gonna get rewarded for doing their laundry, when they get out of their parents' house. I don't know, it's just the way I think. Well, for me, if you live with me, you ain't getting rewarded for doing no responsibility. I mean, that's just your responsibility. But at the same time, I'm going to be helping around my house. And there's some parents out there who just put all of the responsibility and all the chores on the kids. And I don't feel that's right, because your behind live there too. And I feel that it's a responsibility for everybody who live in the house to clean up every inch, corner, piece, second, millimeter of that house.
But what if your parents pay the bills, though?
That doesn't matter to me. Doesn't matter to me.
What if the parents paying for you to live there? They're basically paying for you to live there. So don't you think you have a sole responsibility to keep that in stable?
Why
I hate that thought. I hate that thought because at the end of the day, yes, I will think to have that responsibility. Oh my gosh, some days, I just say to myself, oh my gosh, when I see my mom coming from work, I see the look on her face. She's stressed from work. She done had a long, tiring day. So I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna clean that house. Give her a little break. Give both of my parents a little break from but I think it's very important that everyone, bills or not, they had us. Really?
But they pay the bills for you to live there, TJ.
Exactly.
If you I don't think that's an excuse that we should use, because going back to ready to have kids, or what age are we having kids at? I feel that if you aren't ready, what are you going to do? Listen to me there. What are you going to do if you work in a job, if you're paying your own bills, and if you're living by yourself? What then? Who's going to clean up for you? Exactly.
That's your job.
That's you.
Exactly. So you can do it with kids too. That's what I feel. You can do it with kids too. If you can do it by yourself, do it with kids too.
What you're saying? Let me just picture what you're saying. So basically, you're saying, okay, my mom paid the bill, and my mom still have to clean up. Yeah. And what you gonna do?
I'm saying everyone in the house, everyone who's living there, could pitch in and help clean the house. I don't feel like it should be just on the kids to clean the house. It shouldn't be just on the kids. It should be everybody.
Now, do you think, let's reverse it, because you brought up the bills part, do you think that the kids should chip in and help paying the bills?
It gets to a certain age. So I feel that if you are 18 and you're still living with me, and you have a job, I definitely feel that you should pitch in with bills. Absolutely. Because legally, 18, your parents are no longer responsible for you. It's a choice of that parent. So it all relies on the parent. But for me, I obviously know that, look, you got no job, but get you a job. And if you want to live here, you have to pitch in on some bills, all right? Because you get treated just like a roommate, basically.
Are you gonna do that? Are you gonna do that when you turn 18? With your people, you gonna do that when you turn 18? You gonna get a job?
Of course.
and you're gonna pay your bills.
Absolutely.
That means paying your own phone bill and all of that.
I've seen two of my siblings do it. I already know the responsibilities that comes with that of turning 18 and still living with your parents. So I know.
Go ahead, Damian. I know you want to chip in on this.
No, I agree. Well,
I agree on that part. Well, when you turn 18, yeah, chip in with the people.
Yeah, absolutely. And what was the question? Kids should have chores, in my view. They should, because like I said, better work ethic, because you don't want, your kids, and some of these parents really need to pick up the slack and start doing some things around the house. Like seriously, because what's the point of you?
Yeah.
What? Well,
that's what I was saying. Good.
Well, yeah, but I mean, these parents these days, they need to wake up. They need to wake up, especially these young ones, because they clearly don't know what they're doing. Sadly, and it's just a shame. It really is just a shame. So, but we gotta take a break, y'all, and we'll be right back.
Closed captioning and other consideration for the vision provided by
Welcome back. Great show today. And we are 1 week. I can't believe this. We are 1 week away from the presidential inauguration. Yes, we are. And we're going to keep you guys updated onto our social media. So be on the lookout for that on all the things, the presidential inauguration. And until that, you guys, we'll see y'all next time next week. Peace.
I made mistakes, but mistakes make you strong. Let's break it down for a minute.
We make it happen.